This economy is so bad. $33 for toilet paper? We can't even afford to shit.
Hey y'all, I just left Costco and this was $200. Let me show you. Look at them. Actually, $201. You see that? Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Now, I really try to keep it cute. I try to be understanding, be an adult about this whole inflation situation. But at this point, they're playing in our fucking faces. So originally, I was seeing stuff go up 20, 50 cents or whatever. But what I really want to talk about is honestly the price of French fries and tater tots. Tater tots, more importantly. They were $2.99. Then they went up to $3.29, which was okay. They are now $5.99. $5.99 in the stores. And I am at my wit's end. I'm finna just...
Inflation is sky high. Salaries are down low. Let's talk about it. I just got a job opportunity for $40,000, but it doesn't kick in for 13 months. First, you have to make $32,000. If we go back, let's say 40 years to what a lot of the boomers talk about, in 1983, $40,000 worth approximately $121,500 today. That seems reasonable. The issue is that the job today in 2023 pays $40,000 after a 13-month waiting period. That's not just a waiting period. You have to work that entire time and try to survive. And then make it even worse, if inflation continues at 8%, by that next 13 months when you get the $40,000, it's now devalued down to about $36,800, making it worth even less. How are we supposed to survive on this? Companies aren't paying anything. They're paying wages like it's 1983. Boomers, it's not 1983. You guys are the CEOs. Pay more money for the job so that people can survive. What are we doing out here? How are we supposed to survive on that amount of money? It's insane. Inflation's crazy.
Hello, I just paid $10 for 4 limes and 3 lemons. So, I am realizing I have officially been priced out of garnishing a drink. Happy Sunday.
Is anyone else on the inflation diet? Because I am. I hope I lose weight, at least. Shit.
We got to cut the millennials and Gen Z some slack because this isn't ordinary. They are moving the goalposts so quickly on the middle class because of the housing. Even that slide you just brought up, someone making $77,000 cannot qualify for a $400,000 home. That's the first time that's ever happened in the past 50 years. So they're being forced to rent. It's eating up 50% of their income.
50+% say we're in a recession. 58% say the economy is getting worse. It's not. By all objective measures, it's getting better. People keep feeling worse. Why is that?
I think it depends on the age, because I think we're kind of living in two separate economies, if you will. Because if you're somebody who's over 60 years old, if you have a $400,000 home and you have just property taxes and homeowner insurance for $600 a month, that is significantly better than a millennial or Gen Z or spending $2,500 for rent or $3,600 for a mortgage. So I think people under 40 are really feeling the stress about the economy, saying it's not good because housing's up, college is up, daycare is through the roof. But I think people over 60 who sit back and go, my 401k is looking good, my house went up 40%, the economy's doing well, groceries are high, but we can deal. So I think it just depends on the age, because the millennials and Gen Zs are the ones really struggling.
The greed of capitalism is ruining everything. Like, everything we buy, shitty. Every experience we pay for, awful. All because like 10 guys at the top of every company want to buy their 6th vacation home. Can't buy decent clothes, they're all made of literal plastic. Can't go to a concert, we have to make sure the CEO of Ticketmaster's great-great-great-grandchild never has to work a day in his life. If you can afford to go on vacation, you have to bookend it with the 2 most miserable days of your entire life, sitting like this on an airplane for 3, 4, 10 hours after you paid $1,000. Can't buy a single item of food that isn't going to give you cancer one day. Can't afford to put your kid in daycare. Can't afford to stay home. Cannot do a Google search without trusting that what it gives you is not just something someone paid to put in front of you. I know capitalism is not new, but it feels new. The speed at which everything we do, every interaction we have, every experience we have, everything we buy is being made so incredibly worse just for everyone because of greedy people at the top.
People that are confused how households making $100K or more are saying they're paycheck to paycheck while you're making significantly less and also paycheck to paycheck, I have an answer for you, and it's that those higher income families are not living paycheck to paycheck. And this, of course, only really applies if that family was living within their means to begin with. But as a 6-figure household, We're not paycheck to paycheck in the sense that a family of a lower income is paycheck to paycheck. If we had to cut back on our spending and our more fun expenses, yes. Are we putting as much to savings as we used to? No, but that does not mean that we're paycheck to paycheck. Even now, we have more places in our budget that we could cut back if we needed to because we have the extra money for fun things. Whereas a lower income family is living paycheck to paycheck just on necessities. Higher income families might, in their eyes, be living paycheck to paycheck, but they're living paycheck to paycheck on necessities and their fun things. Point being, if you still have money to go do fun things or to put money to your savings, you, in my eyes at least, are not living paycheck to paycheck. And I feel like it does a disservice to lower income families to act like you are.
If you don't believe how expensive life is in BC, let me just paint a little picture for you. So I just went grocery shopping and I spent $102. And this is what I got. A pack of salami, some sausages, some blackberries, raspberries, some soup. My kid really likes that stuff. I got some bagels. I got a case of these little yogurt things he likes. I got a melon, some eggs, and a chicken for $102. Do you know how long this food's gonna last me? Probably like 2 to 3 days. So you're supposed to spend $300 to $400 to $500 a week just to feed your family now? Like, that's sick. That is absolutely sick.
My coworker saw my bank account the other day and it said $25 and we don't get paid for another like 2 weeks. And he was like, how are you surviving? Like, how do you even live off $25? I'll tell you if you really want to know how I budget and save. I sleep. Literally, you have to have no obligations. Just sleep. Because if you're sleeping, you can't be spending money. Period.